Dank farrik! Why is Mando so bad with the Darksaber? Turns out, it's no big mystery. Lightsabers have been a staple of the Star Wars franchise since Luke Skywalker saw one for the first time in the Tatooine home of Obi-Wan Kenobi in A New Hope. Over the decades, we've learned about the different styles of lightsabers, the kyber crystals needed to create them, what the different colors might mean, and how to wield them. The Darksaber, however, is a bit different from the rest. It was created by Tar Vizsla 1,000 years before the events of the Mandalorian. Tar was the first to be both a Mandalorian and a Jedi, despite the fact that those two groups have a less than friendly history. The Jedi held it in their temple until the Mandalorians freed it. Their lore says the wielder of the Darksaber has the right to rule Mandalore, but only if they win it through combat. Sabine Wren held it for a bit in Star Wars Rebels, then gifted it to Bo-Katan Kryze. Of course, having it gifted means there is no claim to Mandalore, despite the fact that Bo-Katan's sister once ruled. In The Mandalorian, Din wins the saber from Moff Gideon and attempts to give it to Bo-Katan. Again, not helpful. Now Din is having a whole lot of issues using it. In fact, he pretty much sucks at it. The big issue with this elegant weapon for a more civilized age is that it's not just a blade of light. Like many other weapons of legend, fiction, and folklore, you must be worthy to wield it. It's not quite like Thor's Mjolnir in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Your worthiness is tied to your self-worth, not your inherent goodness.
You cannot control it with your strength.
In the Book of Boba Fett, Din returned to see the Armorer with the Darksaber, which got heavier with every move as he sparred with her. The Armorer tells him that he's fighting it.
Persistence without insight will lead to the same outcome. Your body is strong, but your mind is distracted.
He must conquer himself before he can conquer the blade. Din definitely struggles with his self-worth through the last 2.5 seasons and into this one.
I am going to Mandalore, so that I may bathe in the living waters and be forgiven for my transgressions.
We as viewers know that Din is worthy of that blade. He lives by a code, cares for Grogu, and is a good man. Unfortunately for Din, being a good man isn't what lets you wield the saber effectively. Moff Gideon was able to use it, and he's not exactly getting medals from space princesses for his virtuousness. However, he believes he has the right to it. So what is Din's issue? Sabine eventually believed she could use it, so finally she could. Din doesn't feel he has the right to it because of his belief in what the Armorer says, that he is no longer a true Mandalorian now that he's shown his face. Whether or not that will change is a secret for future episodes to reveal. What's important is that he doesn't believe it. Plus, he doesn't want to rule, meaning he'd probably be good at it. So why could Bo-Katan use it in Chapter 18? She believes she has the inherent right to rule. She is certain about herself, whether she's happy with her present situation or not. Din is crap with the Darksaber because he believes he doesn't deserve it. That simple fact is the draw of the entire series. We see that he's worthy, he cannot. We watch him struggle and root for him because we know that if he did rule Mandalore, he would be great at it. Now he just has to learn this for himself.